Hello, boys and girls. Over the next few months, we are going to use crayons a lot. So even though you are definitely familiar with them, I do want to spend some time experimenting with all the different ways we can use this versatile medium. Today's project is process art, which means we are focusing on the way it is made instead of the final piece itself. Although, you should still have a really beautiful piece at the end. To start, fold a white piece of paper diagonally on the corner so that the two sides at the bottom line up. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Take your time. Make sure it's right on the edge and that these sides are lined up. Press firmly for your diagonal line. Then use scissors to cut off this extra piece. And that, my friends, is how you get a square. Okay, here's where the crayon technique comes in. We are going to press down hard and lay a thick layer of color in either concentric circles, which means circles that start in the middle and then work their way out, or stripes. Now, when I do this, I do tend to break my crayon. However, you can avoid that by cradling it in the palm of your hand and pressing down with the tips of your fingers. Usually, we hold pencils or we hold crayons like this when we color, and then the thumb pressure here is what snaps our crayon in half. So if I cradle it in my hand and I kind of use my thumb to hold it in place, I can press right here with the tips of my fingers. And that's gonna help me avoid breaking my brand new crayons. For this activity, we are practicing craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is how well you do something. So if you spend a lot of time, you have good craftsmanship if it looks really well done, like you spent time on it. Now, it's an important skill to have. One more tip. Use your other hand to hold the paper down. That way, it won't slide around and you'll have even more control over your crayon. You can use however many colors you want, but remember, we're focusing on pressing down hard without breaking the crayon. So take your time. When you get to the edge of your paper, really press down hard. And I like to go in one direction away from the center, so that way my paper doesn't rip. When your paper is filled, start dragging an eraser through the colors. Again, press really hard. And don't be surprised if nothing happens right away. It starts slow, but eventually you will start to see the colors blend. If you made circles, start in the middle and drag outwards, or push it outwards. Maybe reverse directions. As you start to finish up with your tile piece, I want you to think about what the crayon did when you used the eraser. How could you maybe use this technique in other ways? If it's not working for you, what should you do differently? Or is there a better way you found that works? Your end result looks like a tie-dye tile. Hopefully, your end result will look like a tie-dye tile. I made. Use it as your background on Zoom. Well. So, I have a challenge for you guys. I want you to take a picture of this, and I want you to use it as a background on Zoom with the rest of your class. If everybody takes a picture and puts it up as their background, when you guys go and see your gallery wall of your whole class, you'll have a really nice virtual quilt with everyone having a tie-dye section. All right, I miss you all. Bye-bye.